Well, your skill is impressive, I'll admit. You really are troublesome. You never change. What a fool you are. You know nothing. You need to pay attention to your surroundings. You're reckless. Lives are at stake, including mine when I have to run over and save your skin. I am fed up with it. I've already spent years filling in for someone who's dead. You're insufferable. If you blow up the library, where will we put the books?
Captain's log, Guardian Moon, 1186. That so-called professor from the old Officers' Academy has resurfaced. For some reason, the Knights of Saros have decided to follow his commands rather than accepting orders from me, the Knight Captain of the Holy Order of Fargus. For years, I've been the one holding off the Empire's advances, and yet they choose the leadership of a demonstrated narcissistic buffoon. As far as I can tell, Dmitri even tried to have him killed 5 years ago before disappearing, though Dmitri still isn't mentally together enough to conclusively confirm or deny my theories. I suppose I can't dwell on these things too long now. I have an invasion to prepare for.
My future is bright.
Hey everyone, I feel like I'm late. We're getting into a battle already? Anyway, we got the B team here. I'll say it's led by Balthus. We have a right and left squad trying to draw out some of these enemies. We have a lot of snipers that come at us right away. Good dodge there from Balthus, but he takes a little bit of poison strike damage. Not a dodge coming out of Caspar, and more poison strike coming in. I don't think anyone's going to die with this particular formation. Marianne, despite her armor, gets another dodge in. Everyone just has to show off those dance moves that they've learned to honor Dedu in his absence. Alright, no one's dead, so that's about all I can ask out of our starting formation. Let's see if we can actually kill anything with our group here. We've got Hilda coming in with a disturbance. Charm is currently her best stat, so she and Seth are going to rattle those two snipers. Petra is running out of HP, so she has to get into melee. We don't get a crit on that Sagittae, so I just don't know if we have the damage output to kill this thing. Caspar is probably the strongest unit that's over here, and he couldn't quite kill it. Looks like we're going to have to leave one alive. So if we get everyone that's vulnerable into melee with one that's trapped, I think we'll be okay. Well, you're not the only one. Now, can Marianne actually bail us out here? If any of these live, we'll lose somebody. Gotta smash with the Devil Axe. Okay, we'll sacrifice a little bit of HP, but we do get the kill. Alright, over on the left side, we've got Cyril, Alois, Shamir, Linhart, and Balthus. Cyril can get us started. He unfortunately didn't open that can of beans, but Balthus is going to pry that lid off.
Wonder there's a bounty on my head.
And run back over to that other sniper. Now we can stop it from moving forward by putting Alois all up in its face. And, he's not good at magic yet, if you haven't noticed. Shamir going in with the heal on Balthus while Linhart moves into the forest. Don't know why the snipers up top started moving north, given that the closest enemies are actually to the south, but that's their prerogative, I guess. No damage coming in on Constance except the poison strike. And we got some mages coming in from the right group's north. That could be an issue. I don't know if anyone over there has any resistance. Linhart can finish this one with a steel axe. He's feeling a little bit of a flashback to a former life, perhaps. Now, Balthus is going to get off his horse so that he can climb the stairs and draw out the next wave of snipers up there. Caspar goes in with another pointy stick hit. And now we just need to try and figure out how to deal with those mages coming down. I don't know that anyone can take attacks from both of them, so we're going to just let them come another turn. More snipers moving around. Great dodge there from Balthus. They're all coming to the right group, the one without a lot of damage output. All right. Okay, I think we're still in trouble with right group, so we're going to just wait another turn to engage. And Alois is going to get us started. No, he isn't. Never mind. Cyril is going to get us started over here. Once again, couldn't get that can of beans open. It is very sad. We're going to be hungry. But Balthus has the solution for us. Just using his pointy stick for leverage. Shamir all the way behind because she has Physic. One of the snipers coming back toward the south. Oh, even scarier mages coming in there. Okay, Petra lives and technically counterattacked. Okay then. Kaspar has curved shot at this point, so he can get in a little bit of damage there. We might be able to kill this without dying. Petra can't deal any damage with magic, but if she can land this 35%, we'll be in good shape.
I have a plan.
Somehow she didn't curse it by saying she had a plan. This is the first time we've had a plan that's successful. Okay, now we can move forward. That sniper can't kill anyone on... well, can't kill everyone on site.
Being defeated by me.
I can't even imagine the pain and humiliation of that, Constance. Okay, Balthus, continue dealing exactly 21 damage with that pointy stick. Move on to the heal tile so you don't die right away. Alois can live by being attacked, so he'll draw a little bit of fire away from Balthus, maybe? No, Balthus's defense is pretty high, and he's on that heal tile, so he should be just fine. Snipers coming back that way? I don't really understand their thought process. Great dodge there from Petra. The mage is going north as well. That'll buy right group a little more time. So Constance, our armor unit, gets a really good dodge on that second attack, but would have lived through that magical assault. Now Balthus can kill this one and pull back. Hopefully he'll draw those snipers' attention. It's to level 22.
Arms can't get much bigger.
I don't know how that's relevant to this conversation, but decent stats. So just, yeah, pull back so that we can draw more of their attention. Looks like they're still after Alois. Constance, can you help us here? This is as much damage as you can do, and of course, 0 is as much as we can do. I don't know why I expected anything different. We'll have to use Hilda's other gambit on this one in the forest so that it doesn't just pick off anyone it wants to. Hilda gets to level 21.
Not quite what I'd hoped for.
It's not what anyone hoped for, I don't think.
I have mastered this.
You have indeed mastered the ability to have hit points. Good job, Sedith. Kaspar is kind of our only hope to deal any significant damage. 69%, gotta take that, no matter the consequences. There it goes. It's the only guarantee in this life. Okay, we're low on good options. That doesn't look like it'll ever be profitable. Sagittae will just kill this, so Petra has to do a little bit of overkill just for style points.
You're really tough.
Indeed she is. Good observation, Marianne. Okay, we don't get the dodge from Alois, despite that being the most probable outcome. And Marianne gets hit for quite a bit, so we'll need Hilda to heal her up, probably. These mages coming in, I honestly don't know if we can even survive one attack from them. Hilda can go in for 12 with her sword. And Kaspar can get in with the lance for 16. Now we have to deal 10 more damage without getting anyone killed. Looks like Constance can achieve that, just with a normal silver axe hit.
They were sure to perish.
I don't know that that was ever a sure thing, Constance. but I like the confidence.
There's our opening.
Shamir going in with the 70%. She gets it. So that'll make things a little easier for all of the units that have to come in here to try and kill them. Cyril is going to have to take a hit here, but he's okay for now. They don't get poison striked when they get counterattacked. Can Linhardt actually kill this? I don't think he can, but he can take it down enough that I think Alois can come in from behind and finish the job. Assuming we nail the 85%, we do.
I have made my peace. What a pleasure!
Alois learns magic +2, which will be pretty important.
I'm adequately trained.
I don't know about adequate, Gilbert. You may want to look up what that word is. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Bow to the king.
Good use of the pointy stick from Balthus, and he can get right up in that sniper's face. We'll do a little bit of healing over here on Caspar before moving to the enemy phase. Some attacks coming in on Shamir. 2 dodges in a row. I like it. Okay, turns out we can survive precisely 1 attack. And that was it. I think we have to be on full retreat mode over there until we can more successfully engage. Over here, we can just get into melee with a bunch of people. Go for it, Linhardt, just a standard strike. Oh, Bernadetta coming in to mix things up. Gets a crit for 4.
I'm glad I'm getting
Me too. You now have achieved prowess now that you've gotten an adjutant crit. More pointy stick action coming down from Balthus. And we can do a little bit of healing, so Cyril isn't in any danger. Now, of course, you have to figure out how we can provide support from left team to right team. We'll move back another turn so that they can come out of the forest. Okay, now we can engage them somewhat one at a time. Let's go for the gambit with Cyril. 60%'s not great, but it's good enough. Now it'll be a little more vulnerable. We can get in a curved shot with Caspar without getting him killed by the other one. Okay, and now how we can finish the job, I'm not entirely sure. We'll need to pull back Cyril. And then if we mount up Balthus, we can go in with the bow that he has and then canto him away. Alright, now we have a little bit of downtime to heal up over on this side. And now Hilda can draw out the other one. Okay, once again, she is not actually dead. Although Sedith is making pretty dramatic noises.
Put me in there.
Okay, Caspar, you have to use curved shot again because the counterattacks will kill you. Alright, take it down to 21. We gotta heal up Hilda a little just so we can get some experience on Petra.
War fuels my body and mind.
Illustrating the value of that Brigid curriculum, getting both speed and magic. Now Hilda can attack without dying, thanks to all of the healing she got.
There is always more to learn.
There is indeed, Sedith. Good use of reasoning. Okay, Marianne, go for the Steel Axe hit. 79 is as good as it can get, which, of course, is never enough. Of course.
I have no regrets.
Really? None? I have a few. Let's use our safety net there.
Sunshine.
Okay, Constance, you have curved shot because you are just that kind of armor knight. Now, it should be a little easier for Marianne. The 69%, of course, I should have done that from the beginning.
Now there's a way forward.
There is indeed. And we finally deal with that little quest battle. Balthus, of course, gets MVP. These next few battles were not super interesting because we used the A-team, since the B team was a bit underleveled for the challenges they're throwing at us. So Annette just illustrating her dominance here and getting to level 29.
I keep advancing.
Indeed you do. Pretty good set of stats for a sniper to get. Sylvain expressing his belief in a woman, so that's positive.
I can always depend on you.
I don't know how true that is, Ash, but you're helping with the little redemption thing Trilith is trying to do. We see Ingrid is a war cleric. The
You're so on top
footage of her ceremony is lost, but Annette is totally into it.
What's next?
Another crit coming down from
Nice
Annette.
form.
Everybody is just encouraging everyone else today. Sir Felix, of course, as the leader of the Knights, has to be as encouraging as possible. Happy saying all the fighting has paid off, and it has a little bit since she got more magic. Sylvain still strutting his stuff as the MVP. Next one. Oh, looks like we got a Parthia inside this bird. So it's Thanksgiving, we're going to crack into this turkey. Critical coming down from Mercy, since anyone that messes with her is bound to die a gruesome death.
Leave it to me.
Her magic is still higher than her strength. We're working on that balance. Ash, of course, is the deadliest member of the team, but we'll never remember that. Just look at him.
Without power, who can you protect?
Good question. You might want to work on getting some with your levels.
I've gotten stronger, haven't I?
No, you and Ash are just confused today. It's okay, we'll talk about it later. Ingrid, the War Cleric, is strong enough to punch straight through armor. Alright, now we gotta carve the turkey. Get a level on Trilith from that assault troop.
There is still room for improvement.
Indeed there is. You missed the important strength stat, but you might use that magic pretty soon. MVP for Dimitri. Alright, now we have a moment to just observe where everyone is. And I want to take a second to thank everyone, one, for their patience. I know this episode has been delayed a couple of times. Second, for continuing to support the channel. We are at 1,660-some subscribers at the time I'm recording this, and I can't thank you enough for continuing to show your appreciation in the comments and continue to support the channel. You all make it really easy to continue doing this and put in the work to make it happen. So thank you all for being the positive community that you are, and I hope you'll continue to come along for the ride. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now we get another week of progress on everyone. We did lose a little bit of footage in a previous computer crash, so we didn't get to see things like Ingrid certifying into the War Cleric class, but we will have a lot of really crucial upgrades here now that Felix has led everyone through their development for the last 5 years, and Trilith is just trying to show that he can be different now.
Now to apply this knowledge.
Apply the knowledge of lifting things? Here we go with War Cleric Happy finally able to use her weakness in battle.
Piece of cake.
Was it? It was like a special seal and everything. We got Dark Mage Sedith. And regular Mage Raphael.
Yeah, I passed.
I'm excited too.
I passed.
We have Mercenary Bernadetta.
I've set my sights high.
Dark Knight Trilith. And in the mirror image, we have Holy Knight Felix.
Easy.
Officially getting all of the magic resistance that is due to him as Knight Captain of the Holy Order of Fargus. One more grinding battle before we get into some real action here. Crit coming in from Mercedes. I don't know why people keep expecting that they can prevail in combat against her. She has to warp through reality just to illustrate how worthless an endeavor that is for her enemies. Ingrid going in just with her fists. and gets to level 31 for bravery, presumably.
I must continue my training.
Indeed. Keep doing that.
It seems my proficiency has
Sedith
improved.
has bought himself a can opener. Mercedes, channeling
I don't
meme
expect
energy.
forgiveness.
She must have been training with
Great
Ferdinand. It is indeed good work. Ingrid appreciates a good funny number and saves herself from dying there
Onward.
by exploiting their weakness to ice attacks. Sylvain goes in and absolutely murders that monster, gets us the Haute Claire. And Assassin Sylvain,
Don't bother
just
taunting.
showing that he is the best kind of assassin. Non-Sylvain assassins need not apply. Sylvain suddenly remembering that the bow is supposed to be his thing, so showing his mastery of that as well.
I sense an improvement.
It is a little bit. The faster you are, the more attacks you can get out. Ingrid gets a kill with her bare fists, inspiring Sedith to continue in his dark magic ways.
I can feel it in my bones.
He can feel the Agarthan energy flowing through him. Annette going in with the mini bow, which gets her dad a level.
Age takes its toll.
A terrible level at that. You all have some family therapy to go to. MVP for Sylvain. Okay, we finally get to a somewhat real battle when Balthus, as a jealous B-team member, challenged the A-team to fight approximately 3,000 wyverns at the same time. We're going to do our best to set everyone up to not die in the initial assault. So I guess that's our signal that we're not all that over-leveled
What's my strategy?
for all the challenges coming our way, that we're in serious danger here. Trilith has the chalice, so he can equip the bow and still counterattack. It looks like we should be able to dodge these attacks. Dimitri is in the most serious trouble. So let's just station Sylvain in front of him, and then everyone that's getting attacked is in a forest and should be okay to get through this enemy phase. Okay, coming in at Sylvain. Sylvain's completely fine. He evades that 2% hit. I know that was the most suspenseful moment. Trilith actually gets hit once. Heals himself up, so I don't think he would have died on the second attack. But he is in some trouble. Great dodge coming in from Annette, and she even gets the kill before the counterattack happens.
Not quite what I'd hoped.
Hilda, what were you hoping for? Could you clarify that? Great dodge from Mercedes. It doesn't look like anything got accomplished, though. And that one coming around the back. That's actually pretty tactically smart, given how we were positioning ourselves. Happy, I don't think, can get a kill with her gauntlets yet, so she'll just go in with Nosferatu.
This time.
Steal a trade secret there. We can move Mercedes to draw out the next wave. And just try to deal as much damage as she can by trying to punch it out of the sky. It did survive that assault, but it'll be easier to finish off now. Let's see how resistant to cold weather they are. Not at all. Caspar is joining the A-team for a second because he is one of our archers in the lower ranks. And he manages to get a kill on this mission. Good job, Caspar. Okay, Mercedes can take a lot of these hits, and she gets some good damage in while she's at it. Coming in for Sylvain, and they just don't know what they're getting themselves into. Thunder Twins are just too powerful for these wyverns to deal with. And both Mercy and Sylvain are together, so Thunder Twin power is fully activated. Caspar coming in with another curved shot. Doesn't quite get the kill here, but now we can move some other people in to finish these things off. We will have to kill all of these wyverns this turn, or Happy's going to die. Let's just go in with a Nosferatu. save some of our stronger magic. We can get Dimitri in to participate a little bit here, and just make sure that Thundershock is still super effective on flyers. It still is. Mercy. Just go in with your regular sword.
Be at peace.
And now Annette. We don't want her to draw anything out, so we'll just send her in. Curved shot on the silver bow should be good enough. Can we land a 99%? We can.
What's next?
It's not always a guarantee. Felix, the Holy Knight, is embracing his protective side.
Stronger, faster, never enough.
I like the energy there, Felix, but you were neither stronger nor faster. Sylvain, even outside of the forest, has pretty good dodges, and crits a fair amount as well. So I suppose he is pretty fearless. We have a couple of wyverns over here that aren't positioned great for what we want to do. Annette showing off with her triple-digit crits. Okay. We really need our ranged units now. Ash! Just incredible here. He's gonna make it rain beans. Opens that can right up.
I understand.
You do, Ash.
Nice form.
No one will ever question that again, I suppose. Even Felix, the Knight Captain, giving you some praise. Sylvain finally misses a dodge. Okay, now we have a few more to deal with. Dimitri. Thundershock isn't quite effective enough, but we do get to rub it in with some Poison Strike, and now Happy can go in with some gauntlets, maybe? We need to use a combat art with the iron ones, but it is enough to deal a single point of damage.
Keep your expectations in check.
I will, Happy. Thank you for calibrating what I can expect from your punching. Okay, Trilith can go in with a bow. All right. Trilith doesn't want to be outdone by anyone.
Noted.
He still has
End up on your bad
that
side.
kind of personality to deal with. Happy, a little reticent to accept that he's actually changed, which is fair. Sylvain gets the double crit.
Don't bother haunting me.
Okay, Sylvain, can you repeat that performance? No, you get the double normal attack. So it'll be really easy just to finish that one off. We'll give Happy the credit since she is the most underleveled member of the A-team.
All this violence. And for what?
For not dying and getting carried off by a wyvern. MVP goes to Annette because she dealt so much damage. We're going to stay right on that same map because Hilda and Cyril want us to. So, who can really turn down a favor from them?
Good thing I knew about this back road, huh?
You could have just united the party at the front gate. But, alright, whatever floats your boat, Cyril.
Support! We're saved!
That's the first time anyone has had that positive a reaction to Trilith. But he's going to just get those mercenary skills going.
I'll cut through.
Sir Felix is going to go on a rescue mission over to the side. Sylvain, who has a justified fear of nothing, is just going to come over here and use Thundershock, which, as a Thunder Twin, is his thing. He's been training with Dimitri. And we'll move Dimitri, Happy, and Cyril over to the right. Sylvain can handle himself. Attack coming in on Mercedes, that she is not 100% immune from because of Poison Strike, but she took no damage from it. Great dodge from the Goneril soldiers. Must have been training with Holst. Can he pull it off twice? Not quite. Okay, not going great over on the side. That's why we need Felix over there. We may be a little over-leveled for this map, given what just happened with Dimitri. Another big burb. Think we're a little turkeyed out after Thanksgiving and getting the Parthia out of that last one. The Goneril soldiers actually significantly contributing, taking out a sniper. That'll make it a little easier to advance on their position. This is a tactically good move from the green units, though it leaves him outside of the forest. And successfully, even over here, not getting himself counterattacked to death. I like where their head is at. So Sylvain can come over here and bail this one out, getting some thunder raining down on that one. Bernadetta goes up to level 15. She needs some work.
Seems like fighting's all I do these
It
days.
literally is. We're in an actual war.
Things are looking up. Let's keep going and save the others.
Well, thanks for the advice, Hilda. We would have just stopped had you not said that.
Wasted effort.
You might have actually needed that HP, Dimitri. I wouldn't be so sure. Let's use Wave Attack now that we can repurpose the King of Lions core onto Thunder Cetus over here. And now it'll be a lot easier to press forward that way. Let's try to not get Ingrid killed while she starts the battle against this big bird. And Trilith can approach and get a curved shot off on the vulnerable square. That'll bring down the health bar. And then he can Canto back so he doesn't get attacked by everything under the sun. Hilda, it's your paralog. Let's have you get a kill. All right, mission accomplished for her. Now we need to make sure Cyril gets one. Okay, Annette, what can you do? Annette can attack the bird. And she gets a crit,
It had to be done.
successful enough to bring it down
Counting on you.
the whole way. Mercedes is indeed counting on Annette since she doesn't have any ranged attacks. Now, Annette has finished off the bird, so Ash can go in and kill that warrior in front of Mercy, allowing us to plow on forward in that direction. Felix over here looks like can single-handedly eliminate all of these knights. He'll do it with just his pointy stick.
You haven't earned.
Don't need to waste any precious resources on these. And then he can Canto his way into the forest to try and defend this Goneril Knight. Long-range Gambit coming in. Can't quite hit Trilith from that distance. More damage coming in on this Goneril soldier. And more troops streaming in from the left. More damage coming in. That guy might die in pretty short order. More Gambits coming in. Can't stand up to Dimitri. Okay, Felix has his work cut out for him defending that guy. Not going well for that one either. Has a single hit point left, but the message we want to send to all of our allies is that 1 hit point is more than 0. Damage coming in on Trilith. Pretty angry about that. He does actually come out with some HP lost,
Hang of this.
but gets movement +1. We'll need to try to remember to equip that later. Now, what are these knights going to get up to? So far, nothing. And successfully doesn't get itself killed. The computer is usually pretty bad about that. And again, not putting itself in mortal danger. Now, we have ostensibly the captain unit over here. Going to start off with a Nosferatu, and then Dimitri can come in and just use Thundershock to bring things down. Super effective, and the music stops. Now, Cyril, can you actually get a kill here? Yes, fire is just good enough, so we have to tailor our strategies to what our opponent's weaknesses are. Cyril, I guess, is also learning to be a Pokemon in addition to be a Brigid Mage, which is why he's with Dimitri, I guess. Assault Troop coming down from Trilith gets a kill right away and takes that Knight out of the battle for a second. We can move Ingrid in and just use Absorption so that that bird doesn't fly into the auto-loss squares. And we get to harvest some Mithril out of the bird. All right. And that going to come down and provide some assistance. Just going with a curved shot. We don't need any amount of this damage, but we get 48 just from the regular hit. Moving forward, we have Ash blowing everything away. Blowing him back to Elmira. Felix is going to use his newfound holy status to try and bail this Goneril soldier out. Another Fusillade coming down and not affecting Trilith in the least. One soldier down.
No help came.
That's rude. We're right here.
Oh no, they got one. But we can still rescue the others.
Oh, really? I thought if one died, they all did.
Try to keep up.
Okay, that one had a 30% chance to hit. It seems they're escalating a little. Another soldier down. But Felix made sure that that one would be A-okay. And of course it is back down to imminent death range. But when we send only one unit, I guess that's to be expected. It's actually dealing a fair amount of damage, just that Felix can't kill all three of them at once. Okay, we can get Sylvain into the party here. Let's have him go just assassinate this one hanging out in the forest. We have the possibility of a meme crit, so we get it.
For our future.
Now, this is kind of a mess that we've got down here. Annette can just clean up this part of it. 200! I don't know that we've broken the 200 barrier before.
I'm glad I can count on you.
Me too, Ingrid. It's been a while since we've been able to count on anyone, really. We can test whether they're wearing warm clothing. And, well,
It is done.
it wasn't warm enough.
Just like that.
Trilith very satisfied with that particular blizzard. Let's throw down another assault troop to simplify things, make sure nobody dies, and we can situate Trilith in front of the paths that these enemies need to take. Felix going in for another big heal on this soldier and going to try to block off enemy pathways to attacking it. Good dodge coming out from Trilith. He gets the counterattack to kill. Of course, Mercedes is still an impenetrable barrier. Okay, more damage coming in on the Goneril soldier, but only 2 knights left attacking it. This one actually coming for Felix, but doesn't quite die, which is a bit of a bummer. This one coming back in to attack Felix and regretting it. Trilith does not take kindly to getting hit in melee, and immediately demonstrates why you don't want to get near that pointy stick. Good dodges from the soldiers, again demonstrating some of the popularity of the dance moves throughout Fodlan. We actually get hit by a gambit there, that's not great, and will complicate the task of eliminating these Elmiran soldiers. I don't even know if Annette can shoot them. Okay, that Goneril soldier not in great shape. Okay, Ingrid you can move, and you can eliminate either one of these, assuming that that horse doesn't have resistance to the cold. It doesn't.
Well done.
Now, we'll need Trilith to just heal himself up. And Mercedes can't hit all that reliably. We'll just go in with the Vajramushti, see what we can do. We get one punch in. So that'll simplify things for Sylvain over here. He just needs the single regular strike with the rapier. And now Ash is free to just unleash elemental might on anything he wants. Felix is going to try and keep that soldier alive one more time. With that sniper coming in, we may fail in that particular mission. This one attacking Felix. Bold move. Not a smart move, but a bold one. And we may see that Gonneral soldier live yet. Great counters there from Ash. Gets the Dodge in to honor Dedu in his absence. Damage coming in on the Gonneral soldier. Will he live through this turn? No, absolutely not. 100% no. That sniper is too powerful. The entire company is down. Great dodge there from Ingrid. Only get one counterattack off. I guess we ran out of blizzards. Its PP is really low. We should have known. Just need a regular mini bow hit there. We don't get the meme critical. Didn't need it. It's okay. But usually when we don't need it is precisely when we get it. Anyway, we gotta move on from that particular failure. We're going to train up Felix's magic as long as we have the opportunity and he's not in any real danger. Move Hilda up as everyone is coming over to finish the battle off. Good dodge there from Holy Knight Felix. And now Trilith has managed to trot his way over here so he can get rid of this enemy straight away. And again, we're trying to get some XP on Happy, so she's going to just walk right up and try to eliminate this with Nosferatu, and successfully does so.
We did it somehow.
You bet.
Cyril
I'm
agrees
gonna
that we
drop
did
by my
it
family's
somehow.
estate and complain to my brother a bit. You two should head back.
I know, we all have a lot to complain about on this squad. Just get it out of your system while I take MVP. Now we've got some class upgrades to show off. Caspar finally gets to be an official archer.
I must continue to work hard.
We get to Gremory Ingrid. Gilbert is going to finally have a class. He's going to train as a thief.
Success.
He gets a little bit of speed so that it is not as laughable. Alois goes full Santa now that we are almost to the holiday season. Gets a 10th point of magic. And finally, the story mission at the end of the month. We have to repel the invasion. Sir Felix has been preparing for it, if not Trilith.
But we have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
Literally all at once.
There are more enemies
We're
than expected.
broken up into two
Attacking
groups.
with
Your
fire
strategy
will
has
prove
failed.
most useful
Gotcha.
here.
Report. The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
Yeah, no crap. They're standing right
Reach the
there.
interior, we won't be able to protect the monastery. Drive them back.
Okay, so here are the auto loss conditions.
Why not?
Despite more entrance being behind that, I guess behind there is the interior. Anyway, here we go with a Nosferatu coming down from Happy. She's not fast enough to double with it, so we do have to attack. Beyond that, we'll make some armor skewers because we're just a little bit hungry. Trilith hungry for the memes, it looks like, getting that 69 crit straight
End
away.
up on your bad side.
Yeah, we don't want to be on his bad side. We know how powerful he can be. We'll try to go for the kill here from Annette. Inauspicious start to this battle. Let's try that again. I guess we have to spend a curved shot to get a better chance of that. In fact, a guarantee, rather than the 75, which apparently is nothing. Okay, so the left group is fine. Now we have to get ready over here. with the rest of the A team. We've got Gilbert and Cyril coming in the flex slot. And those reinforcements pouring down. Knights coming in from the right and the left. Coming in the center is Mercedes holding that gate. Getting to level 28.
This is for everyone's good.
Indeed it is. The more accurate and strong you are, the better, since you are taking all of the hits, dealing all those counterattacks. We don't get the crit, but we do get to chop into that Pegasus a little. Pegasus all the way over on the right. That might be a little tricky to deal with. Some attacks coming in on Trilith. He does have that Chalice to counterattack. Gets both dodges. Excellent. Siege weapons could be an issue, but not for Mercedes. Apparently those inanimate objects also dodge quite proficiently.
It is our duty to guide these soldiers to their destination.
Uh-oh.
Stay alert.
We're trying to give responsibilities to the group that Trilith's in. That hasn't historically gone well. We'll see. Alright, we have a bit of a tricky situation over here on the right side. Ash, of course, can deal with anything rather quickly. So he'll immediately get rid of that unit in front, but there's a lot left to deal with. We gotta use Thunder coming in from Dimitri. It's not raining, but we still get the hit. And take it down really far so that Cyril or Gilbert should be able to take things out. Let's just use Soft Almiran Breeze to finish that one off. And then we'll see what we can do. We have Ingrid left that can get a hit in. We'll just try to go in with as much accuracy as we can get. 68, tantalizingly close to something that would be hilarious, but still gets the hit. Now, Felix can go far enough that we can just use a Tempest Lance with the regular stick, and it's enough. Bernadetta, holding that Devil Sword, manages to get one of the worst levels I've ever seen, but speed isn't useless. Still have a lot to try and take down. Sylvain, that won't do. Let's go in with the curved shot. It is somehow exactly perfect, so we have to get a crit when we exactly don't need it, and it's not even funny.
You're really going for it.
So Cyril, at least, is satisfied with that performance. Trilith, just go in with your reinforced stick, eliminate that threat, and then we're just left with the armor. We want to try and have this Swordmaster live so that it can get the fire activated, so we'll go in with Nosferatu. Then, can Annette actually finish this off from the thicket? Silverbow is good enough, or we'll just go for the double with the mini, or just get a crit straight away.
Can't afford to lose.
Good going.
Happy coming in with just a little bit of encouragement as we get even more Pegasi flying down. Mercedes still holding that central gate, getting in a great counterattack while taking no damage. They never learn. Excellent critical hit there, eliminating a threat. Of course, some poison strike damage coming down. And I think she's still vulnerable to the Pegasi, since these armor units can't hurt her either. We don't get a crit there, but we chop it down a little bit. Oh, magic is actually starting to break through. That's no good. And once again, the siege weapon does not hurt her. And we get to just zoom in on its face to see the disappointment. Moving on up with the Swordmaster. Ash, we don't even need to hit twice. The wind just blows the armor off.
We can't be careless.
Mercedes, 13 hit points is actually kind of a lot for her. She's just going to punch this nerd out.
I had to protect my friends.
And she's still holding that central gate. Ingrid's going to heal her up a little bit. And we'll move on forward as we wait for the rest of this line to come on in. New Pegasi spawning as soon as these get to Mercedes. A critical hit coming in on Mercy. dealing all of 9. Single-digit crits are kind of our thing, so I'm a little offended at the IP theft. Okay, more damage coming in on Mercy. I'm glad we got that heal in. I think she would have died otherwise. Okay, these units can't actually hurt her. Take it down to 4. And the sniper dealing poison strike damage, so now Mercy is in some actual trouble. Not from that onager, though. It has poison strike now? When did it get that? That's no good.
The fire attack unit has been destroyed. Our plan is...
Well, I think our mistake was calling it a plan.
It looks like they were planning something, but it failed.
We just got that notification. Developers, did that really need to get reinforced twice? Okay. Well, that means this side is going to be a bit more of a long slog. We get a lethality out of Sylvain. That's his real Thunder Twin power.
I want to learn even more.
You could try learning something relevant, although I guess that point of defense is somewhat helpful for you, Marianne. We'll get in a big heal with Sir Felix so that we can have Mercedes run in as deep as she needs to. We need to try and stop that Pegasus Knight from just swooping in and killing whatever it wants. So we'll use a wave attack on just one unit, unfortunately. Now we need to try and take this one out before it can wreak havoc on our back line. Ash deals just a little bit of damage there. That is the least effective he's ever been since the very beginning. Ingrid testing whether they're wearing warm clothes, and it looks like they are today. So this is actually a little worrisome. Dimitri has to bring out his Dynamax power right here, right now.
Eventually,
so unfortunately, we won't be able to save that. But we take down a gate, and we take down that Pegasus. This one tries to retaliate to Mercedes, and no one gets anything accomplished. More Pegasi streaming in. And of course, now that gate is down, so we're vulnerable. Great dodge there from Dimitri, so we don't have to use another pulse.
The consequence of the blood I've spilled.
He gets stronger and more charismatic as a result of his dodging. Frankly, I believe in him more. Good counterattack there from Mercedes, punching a knight to death. And takes magic damage. I never thought I'd see the day. Trilith actually able to live through that, but gets the kill before he has to demonstrate that it is so. Siege weapon coming down on Sir Felix actually works on him, splashes over to Ingrid, and we get to see that sniper just taking credit for it. Good dodges coming down there. Okay. Gilbert, you actually get to participate here. Just go in with the Wrath Strike, make sure that 87 actually connects. It does, and you get your first useful contribution ever. We have another wave attack to use. Let's throw it down here. We get to join the My Plan is Flawless Club on that one. All right. Let's see if we can make that a little more effective. We'll move Ingrid up so she can provide support and hopefully throw down some useful damage. But that guy wore his jacket.
At your service.
So we just get the support. All right, let's see if 80% is good enough.
I have an idea.
And it actually connects, so we are not in imminent danger from those Pegasi, just the one on the left. Let's move Ash in and see what he can accomplish. He can deal 15 here, and now we should be able to take that down pretty easily. Dimitri, I think, will be fine. Just goes in for Thundershock there. Is more accurate in melee. Let's have Sir Felix come in. Can he get rid of this mage? With the Spear of Asal or the Lewin? He will be. I think the Lewin is relatively easier to repair. So we'll go in with a Tempest Lance on that. Get rid of the mage straight away. And now Sylvain can start his infiltration mission. We'll go in with a curved shot on the mini bow to deal a bunch of damage, make this easier to take out, and then have Sylvain continue to move on forward. Now, who do we have left to use? Let's turn that off right here. And all of those are rattled, which is good. But we've still got the other segment that we want to deal with. Let's have Annette move on forward. We know what happens when we don't take the guarantee, so we'll spend another curved shot.
What's next?
To get a triple-digit crit. Annette thanks us for the guarantee.
I'll protect
And even gets a really good level out of it, so Annette is really feeling that
Maddening.
energy.
Never end up on your bad side.
Happy is a little scared of the massive damage output that Annette has suddenly figured out how to put out. Trilith showing off that he has learned magic at some point. Perhaps while he was asleep, he just learned some magic through osmosis. Happy's going to move forward and heal him up. And of course, we have more reinforcements spawning. Mercy gets a punch in, not quite good enough to kill. Cyril is the next victim of that onager, and 2 instances of splash damage. 30 coming in on Happy, that is not good, and it even hits Trilith for 11. Those units are pretty proud of themselves. So Ash heals a little bit of that splash damage off.
We've got to try.
We'll need to get rid of this somehow. It is really dodgy, so we'll see if rattling it can help us finish it off.
I'm stronger than before.
But you literally are. Thank you for that, Trilith. You're learning the difference between truth and lies, which is a good place to start for turning yourself around. Nosferatu, super inaccurate, apparently, but good enough to get the job done with that sub-coin flip hit. Getting pretty lucky.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Ingrid. Maybe you and Sylvain can make that siege weapon go away. So we can test whether its clothes are warm. They are a little. And now Sylvain can move in, get the guaranteed kill with the rapier. Winds up, Sylvain Copter activated, and we are now safe from those onager hits. Cyril stating that he doesn't want to die, which is a good reminder given that he's at 1.
That's what you get.
He gets the cutting gale off, opens up that can of Pegasus meat.
Seems I've improved again.
You actually have. That is an excellent level. Let's try to do that more often. Gilbert, we have given his sewing needle a gift from Annette, and it's good enough to make that Pegasus go away. So we can move Mercedes into position here, try and defend everyone. Thunder Twin powers activate for her as she slices through that unit up front.
I don't know what happened.
You used Thunderbrand and got slightly more accurate and nothing else. Okay. Ash has to save us with his mastery of the elements. And so that knight is no longer a threat. Caspar gets a level.
The results speak for themselves.
Yeah, I'll let you all decide whether that was good for him or not. It wasn't. Spoiler alert. We will heal up Dimitri, since Felix is a selfless leader of his people. And we'll move him over here, so Dimitri can move up toward that forest. More Pegasi coming in. Well, we didn't land the 5%. We needed to roll a 20, and we didn't. Okay, we are slowly making progress here. Annette now captures that onager from the brawler, deals 18. We'll heal up Trilith a little bit so that he can engage one-on-one with that knight coming toward him. Dimitri gets a little bit of Thundershock damage in, gets the Poison Strike off. That should be easier to finish now. Sylvain can get lethality off. Never mind, he kills everything whenever he wants. Okay then. Felix can be our premier healer then. And Mercy can use her newfound confidence from Felix to move on in, try to finish this one off. don't land 2 punches. So now we have to get another attack off there. Gilbert can actually come in and sew it into Annette's death quilt.
You saved me.
Get a little bit of healing down on Ingrid from Ash's first aid kit.
I just eked by.
You did, but that is part of your Bridget training to continue getting faster. Even more Pegasi. You messed with Trilith on the wrong day. So you take 45 for your insolence, and you move out of the forest. Interesting decision. Ugh. Okay. Sylvain is now at some risk, given that he didn't evade that magic. Good defense from Mercedes. That knight is just using as many charges of that Brave Lance as it can before we steal it. So, good macro strategy from the computer.
This is making sense.
She's finally gotten to de-brawling just from using the Vajramushti. This knight's clomping away, more mages coming in. Alright.
Huh? Me?
Sylvain, we're going to have to take a risk with you here so that we can actually move people forward to attack. We'll use your gambit and hope for the best. Alright, we'll need to move you back so maybe you don't die as much. Well, that didn't work out.
I'm not afraid. I figured it would end like this.
And, of course, our orders didn't go as planned. We'll back up. Sylvain seems to have seen this coming, so I don't know if that was a premonition or just his evaluation that that was a bad idea. But we're going to have to try that again. I think it wasn't the gambit itself, it was how we followed up on it. So let's just back up to here after Annette used her siege weapon, and we'll try to have things play out a bit differently. We'll heal up Felix, since Ash can't really do a whole lot else that's useful. We'll use Thundershock to try and get this out of the way and steal that Brave Lance for ourselves. Of course, Dimitri can't use it. We will move on up with Felix, and we've got to use Night Kneeler with the Spear of Assaul, which is unfortunately pretty difficult to repair. Bernadetta gets a level out of the deal, though.
Only the strong survive.
Pretty good one at that. It's lucky you got strength if only the strong survive. Now Mercedes can move on in and hopefully... Oh, well. Just eliminate it straight away with one swipe of the Thunderbrand. We'll heal up Trilith, and he can move forward and finish this off.
All is going to plan.
Well, it is now. Hopefully Sylvain won't die again. Okay, we'll see how it works out now. Okay, Sylvain, we managed to heal him with the new opportunities we got, and he instantly pierces through the armor with his rapier. Now we just need him to not get hit again. This one going for Mercedes instead of Sylvain. I don't quite understand that, but it does live through a critical, so maybe that was the thought process. Wow! They have finally found a way to break through the impenetrable wall of Mercedes, and she is in actual trouble now. We have to eliminate that mage as quickly as we can. Annette can get some damage down on those reinforcements, and Dimitri can use Thundershock, which gets up to triple digits.
You make me feel safe.
Well, honestly, since you've been defending everyone, it's time someone helped you feel safe, Mercedes. Ash is going to try and open up this can. He evades the death and doesn't quite get to the beans. That's the first time I think Ash has failed in that endeavor. So he's going to need his friend Cyril to help him, and the light Almiran breeze is enough to finish off this biggest threat to our squad that we've seen yet. Ingrid's not a great healer as a Grimoire, I'll be honest, but it's enough, I think, to keep Sylvain alive. We'll move in Trilith. He should be able to make this Pegasus just go away in the most dramatic way possible, apparently.
It won't be in vain.
And we've still got some issues to try and make go away. We can use the Levin Sword to eliminate this Magic Bow sniper in the back. We have to take a little bit of damage on Sylvain, so he needs to use those dodge tank skills. Happy can get in close enough to heal up Mercy before going to level 27.
And take nothing for granted.
Honestly, it's a point of magic. I can't complain too much. Okay then, Felix. We'll need you to use your battleground cleanup because we can't kill both of these things. Well, we can kill that one, obviously. But now the Pegasus can't swoop in and kill everybody. Okay, we will rally up Mercy, move her up to the reinforcement line. But also, we forgot about her vulnerability to these extremely strong mages. The only thing she's vulnerable to. Alright, that's our last Divine Pulse. So we're now going without a net here. We'll go back to the rally. We'll just move her there now that we know the boundaries of the mage. And we'll just hope for the best. Since I don't think anyone is going to get Thoroned, we're just going to have to live through this. These can't deal damage to Mercedes, and she gets in a critical counterattack before taking some critical 0 damage. Okay. Every attack is now a real gamble. Those knights coming in from the forest. Tomahawk coming in on Mercedes, actually taking physical damage. And now we got a massive cluster of enemies coming right in. Alright, now or never for everyone. Trilith can eliminate this one in the back with use of Volganone. Using his Dark Knight skills.
From the tides.
It very well could. We now no longer have to worry about that. I think this will be the biggest gambit we've gotten so far on either season. Let's hope it hits all of them. 85%. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Ingrid heals herself all the way up and rattles literally everything around here. It's not quite a forest fire, but it'll have to do. Ash, eliminate the one in the back with the strongest winds Fodlan has yet seen.
I'll comply.
And Dimitri, you'll need to use Thunder here. And use the last of its PP to take that down.
Eventually, I too will fall.
Get a Goddess Ring out of it. Annette can use her Siege Tactics to get in a little chip damage there. Happy. Gotta take a gamble here. Alright, it worked out. We don't have to lose Happy. Gilbert, we need you to sew with your... Okay, we got that going. Now Mercedes can move in. I think from these rattled units, she is completely safe.
I will not die here.
You might, if we mess this up. We gotta make sure that they can't counter you. Going with the Wrath Strike Rapier, and that's enough to make sure you don't get countered by that Thoron mage. Marianne gets a level of all people.
I want to learn even more.
You're actually learning useful things, so keep learning about what is good to learn. Okay, Felix, move on in. We'll take the 96% chance here. There we go. Okay, we don't want to get attacked by that warrior, so we'll just move on up to get attacked by only one thing that I don't think can double us. We have a knight coming back in. Alright, we get a critical hit, more for show than anything, but with the crest activation, apparently that gets tripled as well. Mercy gets in a 3-point punch on a knight with defensive blow active, so presumably that was just showing off again. We want to try and kill everything before more reinforcements can spawn.
My house for justice. I will not be defeated.
Well, we'll see about that. How warm is that cape? Warm enough. Okay, noted. Y'all learned from last time. I'll give you credit for that. Okay, we get critical siege weapon, which is awesome from Annette. Now we'll take another shot at Randolph over here. Looks like the bow is the best shot we have. Takes him down to 30. I am glad he doesn't have counterattack like a lot of the boss units do. We'll go in with Miasma on this warrior with Dimitri. It looks like it is pretty weak to Dark Pulse, but not quite enough to die. Gilbert, got to take a chance on you. Use that Wrath Strike with the Seal Sword. And it is successful. You defend Dimitri. We need everyone to contribute on this turn. I think we'll end up using everyone's actions. The Elmiran Breeze is strong enough to take out that Armor Knight. Okay, Happy. You're not very accurate, but we gotta rely on you. Nosferatu is good enough to take out the remaining Fortress Knight. Okay, we have one more mounted unit over here that we need Mercedes to take out. Let's take the two 79% chances. We only needed the one. And we've got Sylvain and Felix remaining. Okay, 11 swords, the best we got. Go in for 15. Now it's all up to Felix. All right, Sir Felix leading the charge against the Empire. Let's go in with the Night Kneeler on his pointy stick. 100% accurate. Let's hope no abilities intercede. There he goes. We successfully repel the invasion.
This can't end here.
I'm afraid it can and it must, because we're out of Divine Pulses. Level 32 for Captain Felix.
I fight and grow stronger. Only natural.
If we've learned anything from the past 5 years, the fact that Vargas still exists is all up to that strength you have.
Fighting's all I do these days.
It's a war, Bernie. We talked about this.
Capture him.
He's dead, dude. MVP Sylvain, as always. Thanks for watching this episode of Failure Emblem. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can keep making this content. If you have any suggestions or thoughts on the future of this run or anything else about the channel, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter at @FailureEmblem. Thank you.